Welcome to this look at a phenomenal new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Ostbeck. This is a new-ish mod map out. Came out the other day. I'm trying to catch up. I think we've had, over the last few days, 5 new mod maps and one that I missed before I went to FarmCon. I'm catching up. I'm trying to. This is by Dusty, 501.38 megabytes download. There are no required mods to download, but there is a recommended mod, and that's the Kubota DLC. You'll see why that's relevant in a little bit. I'm going to say straight off the bat, this map is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. The level of immersion, the level of detail, the things that have been put in to this map, which are things you don't have to use if you don't want to, but I'm trying to think of another map that has done it quite like this. It's staggeringly good. Slot count on all 3 game modes is 1,614. We start our farmhouse here. You can get the slot count down by removing some buildings and the farm and things like that. My advice would be don't. The reason being, whilst you can remove farmhouses, animal pens, those kind of things, most of the walls and fences, not all of them, and I couldn't get rid of any of the decorative objects. So whilst you can remove the buildings, the decorative objects remain, and yeah, I would leave it as it is. There's enough of the map you can fiddle around and adjust stuff if you wanted to. There are 20 collectibles. They are little lighthouses. If you find those, they're worth a few quid, not too bad. You start on all 3 game modes with about, I think it's 7 productions. If we go down to here, on all 3 game modes you will start with the biogas plant. Well, actually the biogas plant is on the main plot of land where we are now, which you'd have to purchase. But you do start the sugar mill, grain mill, spinnery, dairy, cereal factory and oil mill. You own those already, so they will always be in your menu. If we go up to the top just here, the map looks like this. It is an island, and it's deceptive because you're looking at, oh yeah, okay, but it is very, very, very good. We've got lots of plots around the island which can be purchased. I'm trying to think if any of them give us any extra triggers. They do just give us the ability to build other things on add to if you want to. These plots here are really interesting in amongst the forest. You've got 3, 4 villas, really fancy homes. We'll go out to them. I thought it might be farmsteads, but they're not. It's just like villas, like really fancy for housing. We've got a ferry terminal down here. We've got a large dock area. Again, that immersion for a lot of the packs and stuff we've got with using the Platinum expansion with the wood shipping containers. There are a load of shipping containers by Hispano 82 Studios. All the large cranes and equipment. This area is perfect for all that, and it can be purchased. The ferry terminal is it's brilliant. There's a big lighthouse down here. Yeah, you might get that feeling that I'm kind of excited. It is, yeah. Very, very, very good. Fuel prices, we've got a fair bit of forestry, but fuel prices aren't too expensive. And there's plenty to be getting on with. Contracts are available on the map. There are no custom crops. The only thing I will say is there's a light aircraft. Bear in mind we've got a lot of hot air balloons that's coming now. I think we're on some kind of island hopping flight path. The aircraft seems to come round, go over the top of the farmhouse and back off again at quite regular intervals. So you might decide, actually, I'd rather sell up and move elsewhere. It's up to you, but there is a plane. As you can see, sleep trigger is just here. Wardrobe trigger is just there. And our pickup that we start with is just here. If you want to remove the equipment and machinery, you can do. Because on all 3 game modes you do start with it all. So if you wanted to, you could remove the equipment and machinery. It's going to be a strange route round we're going to do. We're going to get back to the farm in a little while. I know it's right there, but actually the route we're going to take kind of brings us back round to it. It will make sense. Farmers Market, sell point is just there. We're going to head north. And when I say immersion, it refers to a bus route. It refers to fire and police kind of rescue missions. Now this is without using the emergency services, emergency equipment pack. So if you've got fire engine stuff, or you've got the stuff from that pack, but you don't want to enable that fully, you don't have to. You can utilise what's on the island, and that will become clear as we go around. I have taken the liberty of already putting money in. On New Farmer we would start with 100,000. As we can see, we've got a little bit more. We come into here. Barriers aren't automatic. They do need to be opened and closed. So we have gone from the main farm just here farmers market there, and we come up here. This plot here, plot 32. The farmhouses can be the greenhouses can be purchased independently, and there are 5 of them here. And then you can purchase the land as well. So if you want to add or remove or do more stuff, you can. But these are 5 large greenhouses, standard configuration, which you can do, I say, whatever you want with them. That's entirely up to you. As far as what's been added in by the map maker, I might talk about it again later on, because I've done a couple of pre-recorded little bits. If we go into mods and DLCs, I've got the Kubota back, but on the Ostbeck we've got all these pipes that will become more relevant later on. But we don't have any vehicles, which is interesting, because when it refers to the bus routes, the bus tour, I thought there would be a bus that would come round and you could call it like you do with the train, and you get on the bus. And it's not. It's something a little bit different, and I'm racking my brains now to think if there's a mod on console that would allow you to run a bus. That's what I'm thinking about now. Under build mode, the only thing added in by the map maker, as far as I can tell, is under sheds, which is just here. We've got lifting platforms, there are a few of those dotted around, and a few farm buildings here and there. Garage for contractors earns you a little bit every month. Everything else is standard configuration. So we come up into the sawmill area, standard sawmill, just here. But what isn't standard is this here. So we've got this here, and we've got that there, and I've it's brilliant. We come over to here. You can dismantle the barriers, which leaves you with this. Now you can dig this. There are areas around the map that can be dug. So you can go for a simulation of construction if you wanted to. So what you can do now, I've dismantled the barriers. What you can do here is, when you've done whatever you want to do, dug it out, you can put pipes in, you can do whatever. You can then do that, and it's been tarmacked over, and all the equipment and machinery's gone. That's so clever. So for those people that like a bit of digging, I know that's something people were really hoping for in Farming Simulator 25 with the ground deformation. Unfortunately, we're not getting it. But what I will say is, this map does it really, really well. And I don't know why more maps and map makers haven't done it. I think it's because they've managed to get the dirt texture almost spot on to the dirt texture on the map. So when you are using it, it feels like it's real. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. There's a clip later on, you'll see. I'll cut to it. Have I gone the wrong way? Probably. We'll cut through the woodland and come back around to the construction yard, local maintenance depot. It's a really well made map, really detailed. Lighting's great, texture and colour palette spot on. I love a bumpy track, you know that if you've watched any of my map tours and my let's plays. I don't mind a bumpy track. Signposts are great. There's traffic light system, so for a more immersive, if you want to actually follow the traffic light system, you can. We come into this contractor's yard was the word I was looking for, just here. So we've come from here, followed this track round. That's just there's a radio tower, signal tower there. We followed this track round, come back around here, and we're here. So plot 31 can be purchased if you want to. You don't have to. We have got a fuel point just here, a refillable tank, and then the large shed building. This has got 2 of the lifts. So if you want to, again, go a bit immersive with your work, you can. Although there isn't actually a workshop trigger, which is interesting. So we've got the hazard marked areas for where the lift will operate, but there's not actually, yes, you can't go inside that. But anyway, lifts operate. If we come across the way there, you can see all the equipment and stuff stored over there. The sheds and buildings can be removed if you wanted to. You can do that. Multiple storage sheds there, and then we've got a sell point. So a sell point here, and then a purchase point. Now if I remember to do it, actually I'll just show you, it'll be easier to show you in the menu. The purchase point here is for purchasing items that you could use for, again, immersive gameplay, roleplay, if you're going to do road works, if you're going to do the digging, that kind of stuff. It depends how you want to go about it. If we go into, we come down to our prices menu. So right at the very bottom we've got asphalt, ballast, stones, dirt and sand are all things on the right hand side under purchase station that you can purchase from here. So if you wanted to, like I say, have a whole load of gear for doing repairs and stuff around the island, you can sell products here, but you can purchase those items just here. I like it. Now comes the next cool bit. This map is just littered with cool stuff. This was one of those mind-blown maps. I love it. So we come down here and we've got bus stops and stuff all over the place. And I was really hoping for a bus to come around that you can get on. But if we come around here, it should say enter vehicle. Or maybe it's not all of them. Let me do this side? No. We have got bus stops. Anyway, at certain bus stops you can sit on the benches and wait for buses. Love it. But what you might have noticed as we came past was this. So without the emergency services pack, what you can do, where you find these, if you activate it, it will activate various different things. So you can simulate responding to incidents, however you want to go about it. If I turn this on now, I'm looking around for a fire, but there wasn't a fire. But what there was, or is this. There's been an accident on the bend. Car's crashed into the tree, the person's trapped inside. Now obviously there's the emergency services pack, and if you run that you will get those things pop up every now and again, but this is built into the map. So you can simulate sorting that out, emergency services vehicles, however you want to go about doing it. You could turn the traffic off, you could block it, you could whatever you want to do. And then once it's been dealt with, if you want to come back over to here, you can have the vehicle towed away, everything's sorted, the vehicle's gone. It's so clever. It's so clever. And that's not all. Yeah. There's more. What we're going to do is head to the farm. So we've done a loop around the top bit. Now we're coming to the farm area. Now if you have had a busy day and you've done your farming, you decide, you know what, let's go and chill out. Let's have a couple of wobble pops, a couple of adult juices. You might want to come here, get a little fire going. Oh, that's interesting. It's not. Elsewhere it did. Gave me the option to sit on the benches. There's a fire pit elsewhere, which might. I'm surprised it hasn't let me at the farm. Anyway, we can. You can turn the fire on and off, have the fire pit going if you want to. Pigs, we have 5 out of 108 just there. We come around the side here, we've got a fuel point just there. We've got equipment and machinery all in here. Like I said, you start with all of it on all 3 game modes, so this will all be here. Fair bit of stuff. Slurry spreader, couple of trailers, vent there, Massey with cedar on the back, and we've got our cultivator just there. We come around the back of here, 2 silage clamps, and if we go off down the back here, there's a little road that runs around the back here. We've got a slurry tank, and we've got a Farmer 400 silo just there. What I like as well is this, all around the map we've got ships going around, we've got little boats that go in and up and around the rivers, and it's, yeah, it does have a very immersive feel about it. Cow barn just there. The cows, I think we had 6 out of 80, I think it was, in the cow barn. And in both of these, the animals already do have feed. So if we go to our animals, you'll see there our pigs have got a little bit of feed, but they've got straw, and the cows have got a lot of straw and a fair bit of feed. It will last them a little while. They've got some top mix ration, so that will keep them going for a little while. You can see a honey pallet spawn point just there, and we do have just over here a Langstroth beehive, so we've got some hives when we start out, and then we've got the large machinery shed just here, with a small one just over there with some more of our equipment in here. So harvester, header and header trailer, large fence, and then we've got our front loader Schaefer just there with some front loader gubbins to go with it. All very nice. Across the way, biogas plant. Like I said, this is on the main farm plot. So if we go back to our map, so from there we came back up, back past that, and we're now at the main farm. So this farm plot here, on new farm we start with the main farm plot on these 2 that I purchased. You saw me do that. This farm plot is only 319,848, and you get the biogas plant in with that. Standard biogas plant, with regard to products in and digestate out. This can be removed. The only thing I couldn't remove was the little bit on the side here. But if you wanted to put a different biogas plant in, or you don't want to run a biogas plant, you can remove it if you want to. Again, same with the sheds. This one's out on its own, so it's not too bad, but the ones that have got a lot of decorative objects around them, just be careful. My advice, as always, if you're going to be fiddling around with removing things, landscaping, changing whatever you do on the map, save it first. Don't have autosave on, save it first. If it all goes wrong, come back out of the game without saving it again. And then when you can come back in, you come into the previous save game just before you fiddled around with anything. So what we'll do is now, let's head down here. To our left, we've got a park and ride area. Let's see if I can sit on this one. I can't. I don't think there's a bench here, is there? No. Park and ride area, so you can park your vehicles here and then get a bus into town or take a bus route round. We've got barrier down to the water just there, if you want to open that. Again, I don't know why you want to go down to there. I really hope, we've heard nothing about it, but I really hope on FS25 we've got more use of waterways. I know we've got a little ferry that goes across, but I really think a lot of people have mentioned it. Nina was one of the first people, and a few other people have. It's a very underutilized thing in game, and I think would massively change the way people look at it. Every map tour without fail. It's because I'm looking at my notes, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So, next cool feature, are you ready? So if you feel like being, you know, in the fire brigade, if you fancy yourself as a bit of a firefighter, around the map we've already said there are lots of these knocking around. Now that first one we looked at was for a crashed vehicle, but if I switch this on, notice the glow there? You come around here, so you can simulate fires around the map, and then you can come from the fire station if you're playing on multiplayer or whatever you want to do. Again, the emergency services pack is there, but this is built in. This is very, very cool. I haven't got that enabled on here. You can fight the fire, and then, you know, when you're happy you've fought the fire, you can turn it off. There are a few of these, and I'll show you them all, because some of them are next level. I mean, actually, just thinking, actually, you might already know. I might use one of them for the thumbnail. I haven't done yet, but I might do. So as we come up here, we've got this little plot here. Turn them here. We don't own it yet, but we do have some of our equipment and machinery just here. So, if we go back to our map, we come in here, we're now here. This is plot 47, which has a bit of land with it. We can purchase that. We don't have to purchase it, but we do have our small tractor and cultivator on the back of it. That is here. And then we got this little clamp here. Now I didn't bring over, I should have brought over a bucket. I meant to do that off camera. There's some manure here, which it looks like it's available to be collected. That would be something to test. But it looks like it could. Yeah, these don't open. Right. No, don't want that. Want the pickup. That's that one. And then we've got two other little plots we're going to look at now as well. Again, which can be purchased. One of them is a building site, which has got a little crane operating on it. And again, that, unlike the one at the top of the map, you can't add or remove anything on here, but you can dig the there's a trench on the building site. So again, if you want to go down that route, I cannot stress often enough, you don't have to. I know often when I say things like this on a map tour, people say, well, that's ridiculous, I don't want to do that, it's not farming. Again, you really don't have to. Building site just here, the crane is sort of animated. You've got this here, which can be dug up. I'm going to show you something very cool with that later on. And you can go around the building site and have a look around. So this is now here at plot 46, which you can purchase if you want to do the ground. When we come back around there, we've got plot 45, which we're going to get to momentarily, which I'll do that. No triggers come up, but you can own the land. That's cool. We've got another sort of missed it. Temporary bus stop. I keep mentioning the bus stops, but like I say, it's a quirky thing, and I'm surprised because it's been put on here that the map maker didn't put a bus in that you could utilise. There's a bus stop there. Will this one let me sit down? There we go. Enter vehicle. There you go. Go full Forrest Gump. You just sit around, chill out at the bus stop, waiting for the bus to come, just watching the world go by. Or actually, what you can do as well. Let's do that. Change our camera angle so you can just sit. Oh, I can't stop smiling. So cool. And then we got more. There's more. Don't go anywhere, there's more. We come down here and we've got a little park. I'm going to just pull up on the path there because this is, I think it shows this in the pictures on the mod description. I don't think I can sit on any of the benches here, but what you can do, just want to come and chill out, just organise your thoughts, have a bit of a swing on the swings down at the park, something that most adults probably haven't done since they were a little kid. But if you want to come and have a swing on the swing, go for it, why not? Now I'm going to cut to a little clip because what I did off camera, again I think we can do, yeah, look, God blimey. So off camera, I'm not going to do it now, I jammied it. I went and grabbed a basketball because I've done that sometimes on map tours and I thought I'll just have a shot. I'm going to cut to that now. And that was first try. Honestly, that was not Dude Perfect. I didn't do 400 goes and just showed you the edited version. I don't get me wrong, I love Dude Perfect, they're amazing, but that was first attempt. That's why I recorded it. I thought, you know what, jammied that one. So next, oh, got a bit of a queue. Everyone's waiting for the swings. We've got the fire station. Now the fire station, again, if you want to run that sort of scenario, you absolutely can. There was one item on here I couldn't work out. We can open and close everything, so we can access this. So if you want to park your fire vehicles, emergency service vehicles, whatever it was you might want to do, we can go into the building. We can go upstairs. There's conference suites, conference rooms. It says fire exit sign activate. Now I thought when it says fire exit sign, I assumed it was like flashing beacons or something out on the road to alert people that fire engines stuff might be coming out. But I can't find what that has activated. I went up the road, I came back down the road, then I did wonder if it was just a fire exit sign inside the building. There's nothing illuminated, there's nothing flashing. I don't know, I'm not sure what that does. Answers on a postcard, I'm sure it's going to be something glaringly obvious I've just missed. What's across the way here? Just a lamp. Yeah, I can't see. I went round the building, I went into the building, couldn't quite fathom it. We do have lighting inside as well. I thought it might be a siren or something. There's not a siren, that wouldn't be the siren. I thought it might be a siren. Yeah, I can't see what it is that would be lit. Offices and stuff through here. Stairs upstairs to a conference suite. Changing area just in here. If we come around the back, so I'm going to turn it off because I'm not sure. I'm looking for something. No. If we come around the back here, we've got another one of these. What I love as well, we need helicopters and aeroplanes in game 2. Helipad for those, you know, more serious type emergencies. But if we do this one here and activate it, look, one of our farewell boats. That's what it says on the side of it. Farewell. Sorry, that's a FarmCon. Yeah, look. I always find it ironic that you can have a fire on a boat which is on water, but fires on boats are deadly. I mean, absolutely lethal. That's cool. But again, turn it on or off. Don't use it. It's entirely up to you. Switch that off. Next door, we've got a restaurant. Next door to that, we've got the pizzeria. Whoa. Whoa. And it just keeps on and on, getting better and better and cooler and cooler. If that's the sort of thing you're into, if you're interested in that kind of thing, gas station just here. Last thing you want is a fire at a gas station. I mean, come on people. But it can happen. Whoosh. Call the police. Well, they won't do much, but unless you can throw donuts at a fire, can you do that? Sorry, Farmer Cop. Right, from here, the next location. If you thought those fires were cool, this is probably going to end up being the one I use for the thumbnail, so you'll have already seen this, but this was nuts, because I'd already done those couple and I thought, oh, that's cool. What was also very cool, we can go inside it. Look, we can go inside the grocery store. And you can also go around the back out here to the loading docks for supplies and stuff. The sell point is just here, which is cool. I like it. And then I saw that and thought, oh, I wonder. Little dumpster fire, maybe someone's bicycle catches light. Oh no. Oh no. The entire place goes up in flames. I mean, look at it. That's just, but what I think I'm going to find, I actually didn't go around it, I just took a picture because I was so just, wow. I'm sure there's people still inside wandering around, aren't there? But look at it. Yeah. Place on fire. Yeah, but I still need to get my groceries. Just gonna pop in and get a loaf of bread. Actually toast at that point, but anyway. Just awesome. Use or don't use, up to you. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm not going to keep saying that. Actually, what I'll do now, the rest of them I will show you, and there are a few triggers knocking about. There are probably some I've missed, because I've only found so far one for a car accident. All the rest have been fire, so I'm wondering if there's any others around that I might have missed. Potentially I might have missed. When we come here, we've got a sort of larger, this is for the beach, so if you feel like going to the beach for the day, and again, shouldn't really stop in the bus stop, but we can stop here and watch the world go by. If you want. And what is very cool, car park as well, so if you fancy driving yourself, that's okay. But if we go down to the beach, you can enjoy time. What? And this hasn't got a trigger for this one. This is just here. It's just happened. I'm not sure why, but again, I was like, what the? Possibly those planes are flying over someone else's house and they just decided to take a pot shot at it, but next level, this map, next level. Back from the trees. So what I'm going to do now is take a drive around and up onto the hillside, which is the Villa Hill or something along those lines, I think. So we came from here, around there, followed this route round. There are a couple of electrical recharge points there at the shop as well. We came from there along here to the bus stop and the beach. What we're going to do is swing around here and drive up. We'll drive past. You can go into one of the buildings, you can use the garages on the others, but you can buy the properties. So if you want to add sleep triggers and stuff on there, you can. You might decide you're going to build up and gradually become a farmer who can afford a luxury villa up on the hillside. So I will see you up there in just a moment. So the first one is here. I must admit, I did wonder, and I thought it would be a cool feature to have, if any of these had the fire trigger, and you might have like a house fire that you've got to deal with. You can't go into this building. It looks like you can. I did go all the way around it. I couldn't find a way to go into that building. But you can open and close the gateway once you purchase the land. Parking out front as well. So if you want to put a sleep trigger on that, you absolutely could. Then we come up here, and this again, I come up the top of the hill and went, whoa! I mean, look at it. Carport to the side, lovely little garden. I say lovely little garden around the back. Again, if you want to. Come across this one. I think this is the one that's got garages you can use. So again, if you want to use it as sleep trigger, you can. Can't go into the buildings, but we do have a couple of garages that will open. For stashing of vehicles or whatever you want to stash there. And then this one, we could go into the building. This is a blend of so many games. I'm racking my brains. That's a cool picture. I like that. Anyway, that's the luxury villas up on the hillside. Absolute luxury. Right. Right, from here, we're going to go back down there and round, and then I'm going to come back around and come out this side and continue across this little bridge here. There's a little river. There's a tiny little island there. You can purchase that. There wasn't anything on there. There's a hunting sort of pulpit thing, and we're going to head down into the main town area. We've got a lot to be looking at down there as well, and I realise it's always that weird thing when I looked. Oh, it's an island map. That'd be cool. I had intended to do this one first. Nice and small, won't take long. Not realising just how much was on here. And again, the level of detail. Did I say at the start? I said it was Ostbeck. By Dusty, it's 501.38 megabytes. I think I did. And I thought that's quite a high slot count, a high megabyte download for a fairly small map. And this is why. Right, I'll see you back down there as we pass the gas station and we go over the bridge. Right, out and across the bridge. Come to the next of our emergency services buildings, and that's just here, which is the police station. So we are here, plot 29. See what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy that plot. I don't need to, I don't think, but that one, that one. It gives you an indication as to the fact you can purchase all the plots you need for various different things. It doesn't add any more triggers or anything on. But it does give you access to utilise them if you need to. What we'll do is swing around here. So, into the police station again. We can go in and around. I think this one has a lift. It does, yeah. Need some elevator music. I was going to hum them, but I thought, no, you know what? There's no stairs, so you do have to use the elevator. But we've got various different offices. We have facilities, should you require them. If you get caught short. Go back downstairs again. More offices downstairs, and the cells as well. So if you want to arrest someone for crimes against farming, ploughing, I don't know, whatever it is they've done. Go through this door here. Well, the numbering might be a little bit off here. We've got 1, 2, 3 and 3. Maybe that's just to confuse people. Anyway, this is very cool. We watch the animation on this. There we go. We have cells and we're not afraid to use them. Out of here. Next plot along is the ferry terminal. Now I did hang around. There's a little bit here. There's a little gateway. There's a building there. The building can't be removed. I was looking for another one of the fire symbols. But look. So, lights, traffic light system. So if you want to, you can follow the traffic light system and operate it correctly. You don't have to. Spinnery is just there. Actually, was the spinnery one of our start buildings? I think it might have been, mightn't it? Should just give us the option to manage, yeah, manage production. So that's one of the start facilities, the spinnery just here. More car park, bus stops. So our ferry terminal, I was really hoping a ferry would come along, an animated ferry, and just back up or something, or just pull up and then go again. Because we can open this barrier as well. I mean, the potential of what you could do is phenomenal. So, ferry terminal. We come round parking. We've got the lighthouse. Taxi points for taxis as well. So if you're really going for it with the Kubota DLC, you could come and pick someone up from the ferry terminal. New farmhand. Lighthouse just here. Like I said, the collectibles are mini lighthouses. But if we come around here, And I looked around and I looked around. I was like, what? What? Oh dear. Did it turn off? Nope. There we go. From here, back onto the main roads, and then we're going to go up. There's a little, I suppose, hillside just up here with a lot of our productions, a lot of which we own already. Words. Ignore the fact I'm going through a red light. It's all good. He says when all of a sudden you hear sirens. Another bus stop just there. So returning here, dairy to our left, we own already. Come round to the right. We've got a silo here. That's the Farmer 500 silo. We've got a bin 3609, that's a 1.1 milliliter bin. This is on a plot of land I have just purchased. We've got a lime station there. That is an extension bin. So that's your Farmer 500, and that one is, actually I'm going to double check. If I go to demolish, it should tell me. A Farmer 250, so that's a bin extension. So if you want to buy these and have some more storage space for your farm, fuel point just here. We come around the back of this. We got our grain mill, which we own already. Oil mill, we own already. We come across the way just here. Around the back. We have got another point here with the fire symbol, which does that one. From here, did that turn off? It did. Sugar mill, we own already. Just there, they're all standard. Then we've got an NL1622 2000 silo. It's a 2 million litre. These are all standard crop types. We come through the gap here. Oh, there's a biomethane recharge refuel point just there. And I think as we come out of here, directly opposite, we've got the grape processing unit, which we don't own, so that's one you can purchase if you want to. I think that pile of earth in there you can dig up, I think, but there's no way of removing the barriers at this one, or not that I could find anyway. So back round, and I'm going to do a loop round the back. Not much more, so not much more to go, but there's a little video clip I want to show you. Again, just reiterating the whole sort of digging thing. Oh, green lights, let's go. So next plot, I don't know if I purchased this or not. We pull in just here. We'll open the gate, there we go. So building site here, and again you come across and it looks all pretty good. So this is all, and you see how well it blends? Really nicely. So I'm going to cut to a video clip, or a couple of video clips. I thought I brought over a telehandler with a bucket. I thought I'll start digging because something becomes apparent with regard to those pipes. I'll cut to it now. You can have a look. So, the bit you just saw was me starting to dig this, and there are plots all around the map that have got bits like this for construction. There's also the asphalt I think we've already spoken about. Should have done by now. I'm recording this before I do the main recording. Sand and gravel and asphalt and that kind of stuff. When you dig this out, and I don't know why this isn't on more maps, this is what people want. When we're talking about the ground deformation, people are asking about digging on Farming Simulator 25. The one thing that's always been missing is the ability to do something along these lines. We have building sites, we have stuff, but we never ever seem to get the ground dirt texture to almost match up to the real ground. So this actually looks like dirt, and the way it's behaving as well, it's not flowing exactly, but when you dig down into the pit, you've got this, and if I haven't already mentioned it on the map tour, you can bring pipes and you can place pipes in, so it's showing green where they need to be bought. This makes the excavator packs, all the stuff like that, far more relevant, and I love this. If we go into mods and DLCs, there we go. I've got those installed just for what we need to say. And we got all these, look, concrete tubes and pipes and stuff. So you can buy these, you bring them along and you put them in. I mean, to what end? It's just to add a bit of immersion to it. You know, you can simulate a construction site, simulate some work, and then you can sell the dirt. I just think it's brilliant. This map is blowing my mind. It's incredible. It's brilliant. I've been saying that a lot on this map. It's brilliant. The only thing I found here though was I couldn't remove any of the decorative objects, and there wasn't an option on this one like there was on the other building site to finish that off by tarmac. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be tarmac here, would it? I guess you'd just fill it back in like this. But anyway, it's there should you wish to use it. I'm just checking to see if I did miss a trigger. I don't think I did. Oh, I've just remembered what I missed. Up at the building site that we were at earlier on, these, I don't know whether you call them porta potties, portaloos, depending on where you're from. One of them you could go into it, and you could change. Oh, I might have to jump back there to show you because it was one of those weird things that just made me grin. It was a bit daft, but next up, this was very. This had me Jurassic Park vibes, if you remember the first Jurassic Park, because this port facility here, and there's a lot going on here, all these big cranes, this is the animal dealer. My first thought was, what kind of animals are they bringing in? This is a big facility, and I remembered the old Tyrannosaurus Rex bit and what kind of thing. Yeah, wowzers. And this is what I was saying about the big cranes, the big machinery. You've got all these containers all stacked up already, so if you want to go down that route of using various different containers, putting stuff in them, having stuff shipped in by container, you know, you could simulate and go for anything you wanted to on a storyline. Would that be absolutely amazing? We come back through here, we've got 2 more fire points which are just here. If I activate those, seems a very accident prone island, I'm not going to lie. That one and that one, which activates that, and the other side. That. If I was the local police, I'd just issue a thing saying, right, that's it. No one can have matches anymore. No one can have lighters. You lot are hopeless at setting fire to stuff. You keep doing it. Actually, I really don't want to do. I'm going to jump. I'm just going to jump now and show you that portal thing. I was just coming down the road to show you that and found another one of these. Look. Pumps 2. Persons reported. Get there quick. Get it sorted. Anyway. Now, the only thing with this was, it made me smile, and it worked initially, but the camera flipped upside down, which was a pity. Although it is that kind of thing of you go into one of these and your mates just either block it or turn it upside down for a laugh, you know. So if we go here, door opens and closes. You just missed that, but please don't flip upside down. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately the camera's flipped. But if we exit that, so you can use the facilities if you want. Yeah, now it's going to stay that way up. So maybe I'll get another update, I don't know. But it was a minor thing. Just like I say, it just made me smile, so I thought I'd show it. Right, let's get back to the vehicle. From here, we come to the vehicle shop. It's interesting, it's got normal vehicles and not farm machinery in there. But we do have inside here, where was... Oh, we do have a cash point, so if you get here and realise you want to buy a tractor, you can get some cash out. check your finances, borrow from the bank. We'll get our vehicle workshop trigger just there. If we come out of here and go around the back, not vehicle workshop, vehicle menu trigger, vehicle workshop trigger is around the back, just over there. And we've got another lift here. This is the reset point of the map as well, so if you need to reset anything, it will reset back out to this open forecourt here. And now we come to the curious bit, and I suppose of this entire map tour, the only thing like I say, the map's brilliant. I'm not, I suppose, a little disappointed, because when I read the thing, straight away I thought, oh, that's fantastic. You know, you can get on a bus and do a tour around the island. I thought that's going to be brilliant to show. I get the impression from reading it now it's actually referring to you do that, and I guess this is kind of the bus station, bus depot, bus garage. Jet wash just there. I did open these up just to make sure, and I have purchased this off camera. There's nothing showing under vehicles for it. And then we've got another point here for work, and you can see the pipe like we did on the little video clip I showed you earlier. So this one is already dug, and then you can then bring stuff and fill it up if you want to, or we just go to this, we can dismantle the barrier, we'll come along one and do that. You can fill it all up, so you can show it already tarmacked and done. That's entirely up to you. But then we've got this trigger here. Now this says bus signpost switch on, and my brain went, oh brilliant, if I turn that on then the bus will start running. No, what this does, if I turn that on, you'll see now up in the air there, if I go into this mode, I can then follow these arrows, or if you're on the ground in your vehicle, you follow the arrows and it follows a route, and it will show you the direction you need to go, and it will also show you where you need to stop, your halt points, and it will do a whole route round into the ferry terminal. You'll halt at the ferry terminal, come back around through the ferry terminal and come back the other way. You can either go back round or that way, and you can do, there's routes all around the island with all the various different stops at the various different bus points. So if you wanted to, this is police simulator, fire simulator, bus simulator, farming simulator, construction simulator, you can turn those off. Again, just another interesting detail that I don't think I've encountered on another map. We come up the hill, and we can purchase this plot of land if we want to. We've got the church with a little car park just up here. Oh, this was the point I was thinking about when I was surprised it wasn't at the main farm. So if we just park here at the car park for the church. I did have a wander around the church because I suddenly thought, oh no, please tell me they haven't put a thing on here so the church catches fire. I didn't find one. That's not to say there isn't one, but I didn't come across one. But what I did find, come down this little track here, there's a tiny little island. It's got a little fire pit and a couple of benches. So again, might have to wade across a little bit. That's all right. A couple of rocks there, but yeah, I thought it'd be the same. Maybe I didn't come at the right angle. I'm just thinking if I come at the front, I don't know. But we can turn the fire pit on, sit down, chill out, watch the world go by, and that's the map. That's Ostbeck by Dusty. I don't know if you could tell, but I like it. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.